There are very few people that get away with calling me Bradley. And yeah, Herman's one of them. Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. You're killing me, Herman. You're killing me. Uh, Other two are probably my wife and my mama, who I'm actually going to see later today for lunch. Cannot wait. You call me Mr. Berthune. Don't even. Don't even. Good morning, Jason. We got Bo in the house. Mr. Dan, Mr. Rich Klein. Good morning to y'all. I appreciate you taking the time out today to say hello. Howdy. Howdy, y'all from not Denton, Texas, but I guess that's close enough. Yeah, so Friday night, Saturday night, most of Sunday, I spent it with the wife. So I didn't do much in cards this weekend. Good morning, JP. Good morning. It was our 9-year anniversary. I'm still. That's true. That's true. That's true. Become a DCS. I think you can strike a deal on a whole bunch of discounted boxes. That is very true. Good morning, Diego. Good morning. I'm doing pretty good. I'm only half cup in of coffee, but I got up and started doing file exchange. Already took some pictures. They were prism, so I had to make sure that all the dust and everything were off of them. So I took pictures and then had to go back and take some more pictures just to make sure and everything's all loaded. So as soon as I get done with the show, I'm going to, I got one shipment to get out and then have some breakfast, get one shipment to go out, and then do the spreadsheet, and then that should be, by that time it should be ready to go over to my mom's. So never thought about buying a whole box. The show yesterday, I walked out with 5 monster boxes. That's awesome. And even top loaders, even better. Top loaders. Nice, Diego. Love bulk deals. 9 years, good Lord. Who knew someone else could listen to this? You know what? Every day, I think the same thing. I think probably once a week I ask her, what, good Lord, 9 years. I stopped asking probably 5 years in, just because it was the same answers. And I'll give you one of them, and that's, I let her be her. I let you do you, boo, and let her be herself. And I've never tried to change her, and I never will. So I never will. So good morning, Ken. Sent you 2 Twitter deals this morning. You let me know when you want to talk about that. Excellent. So card of the day, I really am kind of excited about. Oh, shoot. I'm really excited about this card of the day. And I say, oh, shoot, because I accidentally hit the stop share. So I guess I should show the card first. It is 1960 Topps. Felipe Alou. And what I didn't know until I thought I knew until I was doing research, but it made 100% sure before I did research. This is a prominent member of one of the sport's most notable families in the late 20th century. He was the oldest of the trio of baseball-playing brothers that included Matty and Jesus. Both were primary outfielders, and his son, Moises Alou, who is my favorite Expo. My favorite Expo is Moises Alou. Jesus All-Stars twice. His son, Luis, managed the New York Mets. Family name is Rojas, but Felipe and his brothers be named by the name Alou. When the Giant scouts who signed Felipe mistakenly thought his matrimonial name was his father's name. So It is Moises Alou, and if you notice, 17-year, Milwaukee, Braves, Athletics, Yankees, Expos, and Brewers. Played outfield positions regularly, managed, and played. So he is Moises Alou. Yes, I did. I did watch your video this morning. That was I'm almost caught up on all my videos, but when I saw that you went live early, I watched that first. A little bit behind, but I should catch up tonight. What I've been doing is kind of hurting myself, but staying up until 2 a.m. working from like, I don't know, 9 to 2 at night as well as during the day. So at night is research and sales and marketing, and then the morning is the show, and then the afternoon is putting on cards. So last night I did not stay up till 2. I got done at, I think I got done at 12:45, so I stopped a little early. But that neither here nor there. So that's just a little bit about what's going on. Let's talk about this for a second, which is very interesting. U.S. House Committee seeks WFT probe materials from NFL. So U.S. House of Representatives are looking for documents from the NFL on the workplace culture investigation. Looks like the John Gruden debacle information is still not over. This is NFL's lack of transparency about the problem it recently uncovered raised questions about the seriousness, which has addressed the bigotry, racism, sexism, and homophobia, setting trouble precedent for other workplaces. So it looks like that Congress is not done with the NFL. They want They want to see everything, not just this detailed 5. They want all the goodies. They don't want just some of the goodies. They want all of them. Don't know whether they'll call a hearing, but this is not done yet. This is not done yet. So I'm expecting to see more of this come on. And why is this such a big deal and leading off? I think the NFL's gotten away with a little bit more than it should have. I think they're been at an arm's length. Basketball got a great big huge awakening. Baseball has had an awakening. It's just time. It's just time for the NFL to give up its goodies. They've kind of been in the shadows with this for a while. So I think that they need to be brought a little bit to the forefront and, for lack of a better phrase, smacked around a little bit. I think their workplace, I've got a couple of friends. They've told me a couple of things. I think the NFL needs to be, that light needs to be shined on that a little bit. This is fairly interesting. Where is it? Modern records. Nope, not this one. Here it is. LeBron's jersey number rookie card fetches record $2.46 million. This is a exquisite Upper Deck 0304 exquisite number 23 of 99. There was exactly. Some of us already knew that the number out of whatever would be a little bit higher. I've seen videos or some conversations where people don't think that it mattered as much for it to have a numbered, pardon me, good grief, sorry about that, a numbered the same as a player jersey or player number. And it's going to be interesting to see, because he's changed his numbers a couple of times to see if the others make the same or have the same impact. But to see it go for 2.46, we know that others are soon to follow. And they don't come out very often from what I understand. correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't seen a lot of these serial numbered cards come out. So Derek call that. Yeah, 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 all of it, especially with the homophobic, I hope they open all that up. So, and then another small little side note here. Where is it? There it is. A seal case of 0304 Upper Deck Exquisite. So the same thing as the or where the card came from. Sold for over $996 record price of a case. I think that $996 is low. Because we haven't seen the other numbers. I think it's a little more interesting. We haven't seen the other numbers, so that case I think is just a little low on the price. Whatever happened to Robert Kraft? That a massage? Yep, exactly. Although I did see that there was a trade potential out there for Watson to go to Miami because they're losing. I don't know if faith is a good word, but they were Houston and Miami. There was some trade talk out there for that. So I haven't read how further, or even though if those talks were real, or if they were just to float out there to see PR wise what would happen. But I knew that was going on, which will be interesting to see because Watson could not even play for the next 2 years while all this is going on. So, and then another small little note here, one of 3 Topps Terry Bradshaw rookie cards graded PSA 10 rocketed to over $430,000. Now this is one of the things that what's been interesting to me is 1971. So now we've seen the 80s cards. I still don't think we're done seeing these 80s cards shoot up. But when are my point is, when are they turning their heads to, or when's everybody turning their heads to the 70s cards? I think we're not done with the 80s run, but eventually we're going to go to a 70s run. And then look at this note here. 1986-87 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie PSA 10 going for $369. Very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So keep a note out for that one. And of course,
that was the 600. Gotcha. I've never heard of 600 in anything in football, but Brady has it with a strike to Evans over the middle using his size. And how good is that 600, Jim?
Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble for showing that, but 600 touchdowns, giving away the ball. Bo gave his thoughts. I'll give you mine. The fan said that he couldn't say no to Brady. The first pass for Brady went for $428,000. So, they just came out and said $500,000. I would have kept the ball at least until after the game. I would have told them, that the deal would be that there would be a deal to be had, but after the game. I would normally wait. In the moment, in that time, I would say let cooler heads prevail and then go from there. But would it be a deal that wouldn't be had? No, I would say a deal would be had, could be had, should be had. That ball should go to Tom Brady that ball should go to the Bucks, but not in that moment. Not in that moment. In that moment, that would go to come back after the game. I gotta check comps. No, I would actually want to just take the ball home, and that's me. I like collecting stuff like that. That's just my type of. So I would just wait till after the game, and then at that point in time, he could at least given the. See, that would be my whole deal is, and I'm an experienced guy. My wife and I, we like watching the TV show. This is not a plug, Pressure Luck. And if you go to the big bonus round, they always do experiences, like football tickets or training camp tickets, baseball tickets, whatever you do, uh, whatever you like. Some people do trips to London, trips to Europe, trip to all over the place. Well, mine would be, Super Bowl tickets or stuff like that. And I've already told I told my wife, you show me an experience, and I'm out. I'll take the experience deal because how often do you get to have that experience? Um, Yeah, and I agree. That would be at least a minimum. JP would be to give the ball to Brady himself, or there would be some sort of, even if it's just a 15-minute meet and greet or something like that, or lunch at the players compound, or some lunch with the player, something like that, where it would be an experience with some tickets, or some. They said somebody would be, one of the deals might be, I was reading Twitter. Yes, Bo was reading Twitter while I was watching your show, when they said I would at least, want to have lunch there with season tickets, or a suite. Give me a field level suite at the Cowboy game or something like that. So, what would Brady's game worn jersey from that game autographed go for? Yeah, that's a good. But again, the ball, Jason, the ball and the shirt, all of that should go in. All of that should go into Canton because it's historic. It's absolutely historic, and the sales rep in me is like, sell, sell. But again, the fan in me, the pure NFL fan that I am, and as much as I love NFL football, I would want that stuff to go where it's supposed to go, which is in Canton for historical, or in Brady's trophy case, and let Brady decide what he wants to do with it. At that point, it becomes his option. Um, but I would be trading for, something, meet and greet, lunch, hanging out with players, or lunch at the commissary, at the commissary. Listen to me, Jason. To the players' food area where they eat, hanging out with the players a little bit. There'd definitely be some autograph stuff involved. Um, but that's just me. I would be all for the experience. I bet once the ball leaves the view of the stadium, probably harmed, moving forward. Brady, yeah, cryptocurrency. But see, now Gronk is starting to do experiences. So something with he and I was listening to, I think it was Mojo Breaks, was talking about up for bid is a pool party with Gronk and his girlfriend. That would be something like that would be kind of cool. So I don't know. That would just be something like that would come into my brain. Yep, Brady first. Let him decide if it goes to Canton. I agree. Brady 600 and if coming his way. As a Packers fan, I would like to deflate the ball and give it. Oh, could you just imagine if you took a knife and punctured that ball? That would just be that. Oh my gosh, That would be a pure, yeah. Just puncture the ball. Deflate this. But that's what I would do. I I would want an experience out of it at least. Just something not as much as it, yes, it's 500,000. It's life changing money, but is there a discount if we could? uh, but yeah. Oh, what fun we would have! What fun we would have! Um, so yeah, that's what I would do. Even though it is 500,000, and that is for me, the experience and the historic aspect is more important to me than the money at that point because of the historical reference of that. Now, will that be broken? Sure, that'll be broken by Mahomes, um, barring injury or a life changing or a career ending injury by Mahomes. That's going to be eventually broken by Mahomes. So, or some other player in the future, but it is historic. It's the first player. That ball belongs to Brady, and then if it needs to go anywhere else, if it needs to go to Canton, that's his choice. All right, let's see. This other one, I thought this was funny. Yeah, let me make sure I got this right. Yep. All right. Two parts here. Layton Sports Card, new facility in Florida. Had a daytime visitor, but probably not the kind you'd like to see. How about if a bobcat wants to buy some baseball cards? Do you sell the cat the baseball cards? And if so, do you sell him Bobcat basketball cards? Or is he looking for the prism? Is he looking for the shiny? Or is he looking for vintage? I'm trying to figure out what the kitty cat is trying to buy. I just thought that was absolutely silly. And the reason why I think it's absolutely silly is because when I was when I was at HP, we had double doors. So the first level anybody could get in, and then the second level you had to do a badge to get in. Well, at that point, what we had is the first door opened up, and we actually had a moose go through the first door, and couldn't get in through the second door because he didn't have a badge. I thought it was funny. They had the moose loose in between the two doors. They had to manually open up the first doors and then let the moose out. But the key there was that they let anybody work at Hewlett Packard. So I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny. Pretty sure I don't want to sit shirtless next to him unless shirtless. If he had kept the ball, does the NFL offer authentication services at each stadium like they do at the MLB ballpark? I didn't think of that. But most balls are marked. If you watch them, they are marked as game balls now in the NFL. They are actually officially marked by a Sharpie. So if they show him with the ball, you could authenticate that, but yeah, or you could have them authenticate it right there. Yes, I do. Money is money. So JP would want the money. JP, I heard about the money. A-Rod paid for it. Most balls are marked. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that, Ken. I didn't even think about that. So we'll do another news. This is disgusting, but I'm sure it happens more often. No way they don't accuse by MLB because it isn't part of the game like it's baseball. Scared. Employee, UPS employee charged with stealing packages of sports cards. Pikeville police responded after store manager reported an employee witnessed Adam Kelly, 43, riding to the store. Police spoke to the trunk of his car where several UPS packages found. Sports cards worth. Kelly was fired from banned from his premises, then arrested and charged with felony theft. So where there's one, there's more. Where there's one, there's more. But glad to see that criminals are actually being caught. Very happy to see that criminals are being caught. So a little bit about what I bought this weekend. I've got some cards coming in this week as well. As they come in, I will show them as to stuff that I've been buying. I've been buying a little bit more. Hopefully, I can broker a deal with the guy that I messaged earlier today for some cards. But bought 3 boxes of Prism 2021 baseball. Jason and I have a friend of mine, or a friend of Kim's, who is a full bird colonel in the Air Force, one of the very few female full bird colonels in the Air Force. And her husband and I his name is Steve. He is retired sergeant, military police. He said that they have baseball cards all the time at I think it's the commissary. I'm not 100% sure, but the store where they go shop at. So I messaged him and asked him if they had baseball cards there. He went and took a picture, and they had some baseball Prism on the shelves. They had 6. Asked him to pick me up 3. When they get here, he said he's shipping them out today. They're coming from Virginia. When they get here, I'm going to open them. I'm not going to save them. I'm going to open them. And I'm probably going to open a couple of these Chronicles. And I'm going to open this Score. And probably this Absolute right here. I haven't figured out if I'm going to open up this Select. But I'm going to be opening up some product this week. And don't know when, but I will go live. It's not going to be Wednesday night. It won't be Thursday. It won't be Friday. Thursday, I'm going to be at the Dallas Card Show. Friday, I will not be at the Dallas Card Show on Friday. We're meeting some friends for a winery tasting at 3. So on Friday, I've got to, and I'm kind of telling this to tell Rich, it makes no sense to drive to the Dallas Card Show for an hour, because it takes me an hour to get to the Dallas Card Show from the house. It doesn't make any sense to drive to Dallas Card Show for an hour and then back all the way to Grapevine. It just doesn't make any logical sense. But Saturday, I will be at the Dallas Card Show 99% of the day. Sunday is a church day. I haven't decided how much I'm going to spend at the Dallas Card Show on Sunday, but I will be at the Dallas Card Show this weekend. So that will be fun. But Prism Baseball, some blasters, I will go live whenever they arrive. Maybe Wednesday. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But some of this I'll open live. Some of it I won't. Just because I won't be able to wait to open up all of it. But that's what I've got. That's what I've got today. I gotta get needing food. Yep. 100%. So that's what I got. If you have any prayer requests, let me know. I will pray you up. If you've Wednesday night going live with Bo, talking about Card Show 101s. We're going to talk about it from both sides, and we may talk about show promotions. we may talk about show promotions. I'm not 100% sure. Depends on how much Bo wants to talk and how much we want to chit chat. But we are going live Wednesday night. Saturday is so far Val and John on Hobby Hotline. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic on Hobby Hotline. We've not started Tuesday nights yet on Hobby Hotline. We're going to do Tuesdays and Saturdays. Bummer did not have Cowboys football yesterday. Would have changed. Yes. It's kind of nice because for me, I got to spend a lot more time with the wife. That's what I did this weekend. I wanted to do something special for our anniversary, and I wanted to make sure, because she's been so supportive of me and the business and the hobby, I wanted to make sure that she could that this weekend was more about her than me. So I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate all that everybody does. I did want to say, I forgot to mention 875 followers on Twitter. When we get to 900, there's going to be a giveaway, thanks to Dan. So after that, we'll do another giveaway. I've got a giveaway that Ziggy, No, Michael, thank you very much. Once we get to do that, we'll tie the two together, and we'll do a show. We'll do a show giveaway as well. So was my daughter's 10th birthday this weekend. So good point. Watched really no football or no sports for that matter. Yeah, I'm going to be catching up. Hobby Hotline going to Tuesdays look like we'll be competing. I don't know if it's going to be competing, but maybe a little co-opetition. But I'm not going to be on Tuesday nights. I'm going to stay with Saturday. I may do one Wednesday a month or one Tuesday a month as engineer, because there's not a lot of us engineering. Kind of switch things up, but I don't want to be both. I want just tied to Saturday, and because there's some guys that can just do Saturday, and there's some guys that can just do Tuesdays, and I want everybody to have a chance to be able to be on and share their thoughts. And I just think too much of me on Hobby Hotline, because there was a stretch there for a while where I was on every show. It was tiring for me. I'm sure it was tiring for everybody else. What else is live on Tuesday? Yeah. So Ken just announced that he's doing a monthly show with, and I can't remember who Ken. It was very early this morning when I watched it. He's doing a Tuesday night, once a month live show with someone. So, yeah, watch replay, watch Hobby Hotline. Just watch. If you like the video, click the like, hit the share. Maybe Tuesday, not sure yet. Do Thursday. Nobody's on Thursday that I remember. Nobody's on Thursday. That's what I got, man. That's what I got. Got any prayer requests? Let me know. I'll pray you up. If you've got any prayer requests, then let me know. Support your local hobby shops. Support your local LCSs. That's good. Oh, that's right. I still think it would be awesome if someone did a quick overview TV guided version of all the. That would be so rough. That would be so rough. I mean, for me, I know this Wednesday is Bo. Next Wednesday is Rich. And we're going to talk about 70s cards. And then the Wednesday after that is going to be Tom. And I think Tom and I are going to talk, if there's any more Fanatics news, we're going to talk about LCSs and Fanatics and all sorts of other stuff. I don't know if Robin's going to join or if it's just going to be Tom. But that's the next three. And then I've got some plans to bring in some other people's that I want to chat with. I already had Ziggy. I want to make sure that I have like Chris Harris and Jeff and some of the Val, Logan, some of the other hobby hotline guests just to do Jeremy, and I definitely want to have on. Definitely want to have on all the guests, and maybe I can pull from the Tuesday crew and get the Tuesday crew on um, to get more variety. And if you want to jump on, let me know. We'll pick a topic and we'll jump on as well. So, all right, that's what I got. Appreciate y'all's conversation. Be kind to one another. Um, all that entails. We're 35 minutes into it. Appreciate you. Have a great week. Thanks, and bye, y'all.